Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you guys the Trinity build tank to end all Trinity build tank videos. This video is for if you want to use your Trinity as maybe not so much of a support, but a infinite energy slash healing everything slash I don't want to die, but I want all of my teammates to look at me like I am a deity. Now before anything, please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, or Trinity will just come out of nowhere and spank you. I don't know. Just do it. It helps the channel. With that out of the way, let's get on into this. Alright, so here is the build. Particularly, I use a bunch of these shards. I have the casting speed, 1 duration, and 2 durations. Technically, you could probably put another 3rd duration in here because you really do want a high duration. Strength is okay and range is okay too, but efficiency, you could toss that right out the window. Now, I did use Nourish in this one, but this one is totally optional. You could probably use something else. But the main thing you want to keep up in this build is Link and Blessing. Energy Vampire, you're just going to hit anything and everything with this ability and either instantly kill or let it blink a few dozen times. And if you do, then Nourish is still fine because of that energy multiplier. Now let's hop into the actual build to show you exactly what it is. So as you can see, I have Rolling Guard on here. You don't necessarily need Rolling Guard, but I like having Rolling Guard because whenever I go up against anything like violence, I really don't like having my abilities turned off. So having Rolling Guard on makes Trinity a little bit of a lot tankier. Plus, I can always remove statuses by just rolling. I put a baiting link on for that armor reduction. Yeah, it's only for 3 targets? I thought it was 4. It's only 3 targets that are affected, but my main thing is this link. This is always up, and as soon as you kill an enemy, the link will hit someone else. So having this ability on at all times and removing armor is really good. Now again, you don't need this whatsoever. You could take this out for something else, and you don't even need this. And you could take this out for something else. Totally optional, but you want to keep Brief Respite on, and if you can, any of the other mods known as the Augur ones. So Augur Message, Augur Reach, or Augur Secrets. You could put these on, it really doesn't matter, but you want to keep somewhat close to this. Now because this is a shield build, and I say it's a shield build because I have 1,110 shields, redirection and adaptation is necessary. You can also put on Arcane Barrier. Now you will be going through your shields first, but having Link and Blessing on, there is almost no way enemies are going to be getting you to 0 very quickly. Maybe if you're going up against a boss and there are no other enemies, possibly, but Link is your best friend. Keep that up at all times and keep Blessing up for even more damage reduction. It also restores your shields to maximum, and that is perfect. Now again, remember, this is a negative efficiency build, so having a boatload of energy is very good, especially since you're going to be using 145 and 108 energy in your first 2 seconds of gameplay. So keeping your energy up at all times is a must. That is why I have Rolling Guard on this build. And again, this is optional and this is optional. So everything else in this build you can totally go for. I would suggest Blind Rage and not transient fortitude. The only reason why, duration. If it wasn't for duration, I would totally say transient fortitude and screw everything else. This is fine. But as is, this is what you want. Stretch so that you have at least a enemy to be affected by and to give energy to whomever is nearby as well. I do like nourish because whenever you get hit, it also has a explosion radius with viral on it. So this is a good buff, and that's why I keep it on. Again, if you want to get rid of it, that is between you and God. But for me, I like these abilities as is. The setup for me is perfect, even with Prime Sure-Footed on. Now, I also do keep on Molt Augmented, mainly so that all of this gets increased as well. And that would be Energy Vampire and Nourish. But everything else stays the same. So you won't get a higher damage reduction from Blessing, and you won't get a higher armor reduction from Link. You could change this one out. This one would be really good for when you have a companion. And with the recent companion rework, I would also highly suggest. Right now I'm using Nautilus, but you can use whatever you really want. Honestly, it doesn't matter, but I use Nautilus with Duplex Bond, and I do like this mod. This is really good for negative efficiency builds, mainly because you will be proccing this a lot. And I do have a video on it, and that video link is right here. Now, with all that said, again, this build is good as is. And if you do want to customize it a little bit, that's fine. Honestly, having a baiting link is good for reducing armor. What you really could do if you wanted to just have something do a little bit better on that is you could take Nourish out. Just throw it right on out. Put in Companion's Blessing instead of a baiting link. And then put in Theros Strike right here. That way you'll be able to not only remove defenses, which is different from removing armor. Defenses includes armor and shields. So you'll be able to walk into enemy areas, strip them of armor. Yeah, it's a cone in front of you, but the thing is this build is tanky. You'll walk in and just own everyone and everything. Even if violence comes in, turns off your ability, you still have 1,110 shields to go through, and if those break, you still have at least 2 seconds of invulnerability from shield gating. On top of that, you also get 3 seconds of invulnerability from rolling guard, which is more than long enough for you to be able to even. This build is probably a lot better tank build than most builds, and no one uses Trinity, so why not take out your Trinity, dust her off, and really make her shine? Let's get into some gameplay, shall we?